Road to a Super Bowl goes through.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened. 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy...
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally.
And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
This is 2nd and 8. They go play action. Here's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hooker now off play action. And he's got it to Patterson complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And shedding through. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
The try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end. Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. From the 20
to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Hooker. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they'll get him down at about the 37. Well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard.
Certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down throw here. It's Hooker. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so.
He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Williams will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Niners set to take over on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derrick Barnes. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. McCaffrey on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because,
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It's a gain of 6. First down, 49ers.
Here's Purdy.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive.
Adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
They've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. A give right side for Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Fights through him and bulldozing his way through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10.
On the move to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now Hooker.
Here's Griffin on the catch. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2 yards to go, second down. Throwing. Hooker. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Hooker. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. Screen play set up for Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Hooker. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Hooker. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. Touchdown! Sam Laporta from 21 yards away. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Aiden Hutchinson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A final shot before break. Peterson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it is the Houston Texans are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. We got an excellent first half from the man from Tennessee. That's Hendon Hooker. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And fighting down inside the 25. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. This pass caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll go for it. Hooker. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Gibbs straight ahead. Oh, nice move. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Williams again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. So here come the Lions now.
Well, this is kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things. That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Hooker now off play action.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is good. He just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Here's Peterson throwing on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers 1st down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line.
Off play action. Peterson.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounder. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and Detroit getting set to go now.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. Jameson Williams.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
69 yards.
And the Lions just continue to roll.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
But Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hooker. He's got Hamler on the out route.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game. And it's a 1st down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Peterson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Peterson on 3rd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. That's complete to the portal.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Peterson now on 1st and 10. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Peterson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Hooker.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
To throw is Peterson on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.